Hey, shalom, shalom. I want to start off by, of course, giving our honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kodash, Mashanakabah, Lazar, Konsha, Argo, Double Kai, which is given double honor to the elder apostles. And just getting right into it, quick hit, dealing with not hiding the talents in a napkin. But, before we go into that, I want to I want to go into this word usury. I got a precept in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23 and verse 19. It says, "Thou shalt not lend upon usury to thy brother, usury of money, usury of victuals, usury of anything that is lent upon usury." And this law is upon this. As a matter of fact, when you lend into your brother, you're actually supposed to give him a grace period. If I'm not mistaken, it's about 7 years or something. And if he doesn't pay it back, he has to pay extra or some shit. No, not shit, but something along those lines. But maybe that's another lesson. But you're not supposed to lend usury to your brother. And we gonna get the word. But I'm gonna read this one more time. It says, "Thou shalt not lend upon usury uh to thy brother, usury of money, usury of victuals, usury of anything that is lent upon usury." Verse 20, it says, "Unto a stranger," right? We're talking about a stranger, talking about them of the heathen nations, Moab, Esau, Magog, etc. These several heathen nations that's strangers to the nation of Israel. That's not a part of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. It says, "Unto a stranger thou mayest lend upon usury, but unto thy brother thou shalt not lend upon usury, that the Lord thy power may bless thee in all that thou settest thy hand to in the land whither thou goest to possess it." Right? Let's get this word usury and the etymology really quick. It says practice of lending money as at interest, later at excessive rates of interest. It says payment for the use of money, interest, literally a usage, use, employment. Right. So basically, like not, charging your brother at excessive rates. Because in the ancient times, just like the thing I was saying, we always did business with each other. There always been highways of traffic, to amplify business routes, like business, and a route of trade. you know um it says premium paid for the use of money, interest, especially exorbitant interest. But let's go really quick. Let's get in the blue letter, see if we can find the blue letter as well. Deuteronomy chapter 23 verse 20. Let's get this in the blue letter too. All right.
Strong's H 5392. Neshech.
It says interest. Okay, here we go. Interest on a debt. Let me see. Let's get this word interest. Basically, it's not really giving us that much. But let's see something. Let's get this word interest. Let's get it first here. The state of wanting to know, learn. Money paid regularly at a particular rate for the use of money lent. Right. right? So say you gave your brother you gave him like 2,000 or something. Usury would be like, you know what I mean, having him pay that back, but then, you know what I mean, for the price of him paying you back, he basically paid you back like 4,000 except for 2,000 that he owed you. That would be considered usury. Now, like the scripture just read, we could do that to the heathens. That's lawful if we do it to the heathens, but to our brother, the Lord said that was going off. But today, you know what I mean, it's so wicked. Like you got Jakes doing that shit all the time, Um, you know what I mean? And if they don't, in a lot of cases, you know what I mean, you got a lot of cases Jake owes some money and they don't pay it back, you know what I mean, they get murdered. You know what I mean? It's even laws on that, you know. It says money paid regularly at a particular rate for the use of money lent or for delaying the repayment of debt. Um, yeah, kind of. Let me see. Let's just see what it says. That was a good one. That was a good definition in the Google definition. But let's see what it say in the etymology too. That's a good one. Okay, it says a legal claim or right, a concern, a benefit, advantage. Yeah, when somebody gives interest, this pretty much is an advantage. You owe a debt. A being concerned or affected. Um, mm, be of importance. That's a good one. Because when you charging somebody, you know what I mean, you make it known that it, you know what I mean, that the money owed is like needed. You put pressure on it. You know, there's some more on here too, but I'm not gonna go into all that. You can check it out on your own time. When it goes into the word enter and s, and the word interest, there's some edification there I see, but I'm not gonna read it. I'm gonna go back to the point. Let's read 19 again. This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 19. It says, "Thou shalt not lend upon usury to thy brother, usury of money, usury of victuals, usury of anything that is lent upon usury. Um, unto a stranger thou mayest lend upon usury, but unto thy brother thou shalt not lend upon usury, that the Lord thy power may bless thee in all that thou settest thy hand to in the land whither thou goest to possess it." You know, but the point of getting this, precept is because when you go to the book of we go to the book of Luke, chapter 19, you know what I mean, the Lord talk about usury in here, you know. Um this is the book of Luke, chapter 19, in verse let's start at 15. It says, "And it came to pass that when he was returned, having received the kingdom, then he commanded these servants to be called unto him, to whom he had given the money." Talking about Yahushua, he gave money out to the servants to do his bidding. Then that's what we doing. We fishermen. We fishing. That's the Lord's business. It says that he might know how much every man had gained by trading. Right. So the Lord is going to give every man a token, and how much how much that man has flipped is going to be known just based off of how much Yahushua gave that man his price, or his amount of token. Verse 16, it says, "Then came the first saying, Lord, thy pound have gained 10 pounds." Right, so he flipped it. He said, "The pound that you gave me, I got more." 10 is another number for completion. Verse 17, it says, "And he said unto him, Well, thou good servant, because thou hast been faithful in a very little, have thou authority over 10 cities. And the second came, saying, Lord, thy pound have gained 5 pounds. And he said likewise to him, Be thou also over 5 cities. And another came, saying, Lord, behold, here is thy pound, which I have kept laid up in a napkin. For I feared thee, because thou art an austere man. Thou takest up that thou laidest not down, and reapest that thou didst not sow. And he said unto him, Out of thine own mouth I will judge thee, thou wicked servant. Thou knewest that I was an austere man, taking up that I laid not down, and reaping that I did not sow. Wherefore then gavest not thou my money into the bank, that I make that at my coming I might have required my own with usury? That's a question mark, right? So, it just goes to explain just how wicked, hiding your talents is. You know what I mean? Because not only is you committing usury, you know, putting the Lord at debt at his own money, which he gave to you, but also, you disobeying that commandment in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 23, where it says, commit not usury against thy brother, like once again, you can do it against the heathen, but you're not supposed to commit usury against your brother, because that still is the talent that the Lord had given us. It still is required to flip. So if you don't, then that's debt. And debt can turn into usury. Um, verse 24, it says, he said unto them that stood by, take from him the pound and give it to him that have 10 pounds. And they said unto him, Lord, he have 10 pounds. For I say unto you that every one which have shall be given, and from him have not, even that he hath shall be taken away from him. But those my enemies which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. All right, so the Lord, the Lord really is truly austere man. If you don't, he said if you don't flip his talents, he gonna slay them before him. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna get one more precept when we can close out. This is the book of Matthew chapter 6 and verse 19. It says, "Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal." Right. Once again, the scriptures say, you cannot serve Yahweh and Mammon. Choose this day who you will serve. You cannot serve Yahweh and Mammon, which Mammon just means money. So if you ain't flipping the Lord's coin, then that means that you invested in the coins of this life. Which that's where moth and dust corrupt, man. Because the Lord is gonna turn this place to dust. What token is you gonna get out of this? But if we continue to flip the Lord's token, which He given us, and not hide it in a napkin, to be ashamed at the Lord's coming, then we'll be saved, man. The Lord gonna have mercy on us. But the next verse, it says, "But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal." It's plain and simple. Lay up those spiritual tokens, man, and the Lord gonna give you 10 cities, 7 cities, whatever. Is according to your lot. Just gotta continue to endure. Never put your Talent saying a napkin, don't be ashamed. Keep the faith and keep enduring. But littleness edifying, through some shop, give me a spiritual lesson. Next time I say shalom, wa ba ba ba.